22-year-old Mike Hooper gets his 4th league game for Liverpool as deputy for the injured Bruce Grobbelaar. It's the first time for 27 years that Liverpool's reserve goalkeeper has played as many matches without actually taking over the position permanently. Also still missing through injury are Steve Nicol and Paul Walsh, although both are back in training. And following his pattern of early last season, Kenny Dalglish drops himself to substitute and recalls the former Leicester player, Kevin MacDonald, in midfield. Leicester's new manager, Brian Hamilton, has demanded more passion from his side, who've taken 1 point from their first 2 games. He brings in striker Tony Seeley at number 8 and has captain Ian Wilson back from injury at number 10. Number 11, Simon Morgan, will play as a sweeper, and in the week of his 20th birthday, he's been picked for the England under-21 squad. And with him on that trip to Sweden next week goes Leicester's goalkeeper Ian Andrews, following in a distinguished line of Filbert Street keepers, which includes Gordon Banks and Peter Shilton. Referee Colin Downey from Hounslow gets the match started. Leicester City in blue shirts playing from left to right, and the crowd well below the 27,000 who saw the corresponding fixture last April, when Liverpool's 2-0 win here in a great atmosphere really set up their 8th championship in the last 11 seasons. That's Hansen. Many Leicester supporters perhaps finding it hard to afford both this match and the one on Saturday against Manchester United. Johnston inside to Mulby, and that's Kelly. Gary Gillespie playing in the centre of the defence, and Mark Lawrenson over here is playing at left back, wearing number 4. Oh, well played by McAllister, and now Smith. It was Lawrenson who conceded the corner, but it was Gary McAllister, number 6 there, who initiated that, and he'll stay forward. Osman has gone into the near post area, Wilson to take it, and Morgan tries to get the flick on. Mulby was standing behind him. They've got Walsh to come from a deep position, and McAllister's now gone there too. Played short this time for Kelly. Now Wilson, back again with Kelly. Osman's given it away to Jan Mulby, and Ronnie Whelan's made a great run to his right, and he's been seen. Rushes now to Whelan's left, and Johnston followed up, and Leicester was stretched. It was a fine break by Liverpool. Jan Mulby intercepting back on the edge of his own area. Seeley fouled. This is Wilson. McAllister's turn, and fouled by McMahon. So Leicester edging a little bit nearer to the Liverpool penalty area. 4 in the wall. McAllister and Wilson weighing up the possibilities here for Leicester. Venus left it, McAllister. That's a very good goal. Scored by Gary McAllister. Venus moved away. McAllister curled it with his right foot down low to the right of the goalkeeper. And Leicester City have taken the lead against the Liverpool side, who've not been beaten in a League and Cup fixture since the 22nd of February. So after 10 minutes play, Leicester have made the right sort of start if they want to end that record. It goes back 22 matches since Liverpool lost to Everton. Liverpool supporters will tell you that a few years ago, Leicester were always regarded as one of their bogey teams. Just wonder whether that could be the case again tonight, but it's very early to say, and all too often teams have taken the lead early against Liverpool and later been made to pay for it. Good goal, though, to get the home crowd singing. And here comes Hooper with the punch and headed back in, and Seeley almost got a touch. It was Kelly who knocked it back in first. Liverpool just backs to the wall there. Could have conceded a second goal only a minute or so after the first. Goalkeeper's punch not terribly convincing. Well, let's get at them was Brian Hamilton's message to his Leicester side before the game, and he's on his feet there, doubtless very pleased with the start that his new club have made. Now McDonald, on the ground where he had 5 seasons in the Leicester side. Lawrenson. McDonald well forward here, and he's made it, but missed. And his appeals will be in vain. A goal kick has been given, and McDonald's in trouble. He's in trouble with the referee for arguing, and I feel he must have thought that was a corner, and said as much to the referee, and is being booked against his old club. This is Ramsey looking for Seeley. Played by Rush. And he was fouled by Osman. This is the 3rd time that Russell Osman has been penalised, and the referee's signal makes that perfectly clear. Lawrenson. Johnston caught the heels of Morgan. And Robert Kelly forces the throw.
Say hello. No, I'm getting off.
The flag's up on this side. Referee Colin Downey decides to apply an advantage. Here's Whelan, and here's Rush. Danger. Fine save by Andrews. It's the reason this young goalkeeper is attracting considerable attention, not least from Bobby Robson, and Ian Rush there brought the best out of him. Donald's corner, Molby's flick. There's Gillespie. It's Molby again. Well, we saw a glimpse of the genuine Ian Rush there. He wasn't hanging around. That was on his right foot, and he thumped it well enough. But Andrews was alert and alive to it. Johnston's header. And here's Rush again. Whelan's in the penalty area. Rush shoots, and Whelan, oh, 2 fine saves. Whelan's chip, rather long for Johnston. Still danger, though. More splendid goalkeeping from Ian Andrews. But it's still Liverpool with Whelan. McMahon, McDonald. Well, the Leicester City goalkeeper drawing a deserved ovation from all round the ground, because the first save from Ian Rush was sharp enough, but how quickly he recovered to prevent Ronnie Whelan taking what might against other goalkeepers have been a fairly simple rebound chance. Kelly to put Smith away. McAllister is well forward here, number 6. And his shot struck the outside of the goal. Alan Smith laying the ball inside to McAllister. And no mean effort from the man whose goal from the free kick still has Leicester City in front here. Walsh, Wilson, Venison. That's one for Johnston to chase. And again, Russell Osman is the offender, although he feels there that he was rather harshly treated by the referee. So here's McMahon for Liverpool. Across to Lawrenson. Gillespie. Back to Lawrenson. It's a good-looking cross from Mark Lawrenson, who's playing in the position where he actually began his Liverpool career, left back. Corner to be taken by McDonald. Johnston. Back heel to Molby. Nice control. Deflection and off the line. Looked like Ramsey, who got the ball away with his goalkeeper beaten. There was some smashing skill there by Liverpool players. A Johnston flick when he wasn't well marked. A little bit of magic from Molby. A deflection on the shot. Ramsey from almost on the line. Whelan. Oh. Ian Wilson away, and he managed to get away from both of them. That's a fine run by the Leicester captain. Celia's in the middle, and he was almost found. It was a mistake by Gillespie, which Hansen had to atone for, but Wilson had a sparkling run down the left for Leicester. Ramsey. Touch from Seeley. Now McAllister, and as he went for the return, Smith, unfortunately for him, slipped. And the Filbert Street supporters mighty pleased with the position at half-time, thanks to that goal from a free kick by Gary McAllister. Interesting that much was made of the fact that only one goal was scored direct from a free kick in the whole of the World Cup finals. Well, maybe the British players can teach the Continentals a thing or two. Half-time, after a good performance at the other end by keeper Ian Andrews, is Leicester 1, Liverpool 0. Just a reminder that Liverpool need to win this match to go to the top of the First Division, and they start the second half a goal behind. Against a club in Leicester City who've spent the last 3 seasons fighting off relegation, down to the last game of the season last time round, when they had to beat Newcastle here to stay up, and they achieved that in very tense circumstances. Hoping under a new manager to consolidate their First Division position with rather more comfort this year. Brian Hamilton has come from Wigan. He's the 3rd one along, former Northern Ireland international. Here's Molby. Takes on Morgan. Sweeper did well. The last cheer you heard was because Kenny Dalglish made the first of what may be a number of warm-up runs along the touchline. Here's Smith for Leicester. Wilson. McAllister. Oh, he's got some good skill. Still McAllister. Referee shakes his head. It was a challenge by Gary Gillespie on Gary McAllister. And here's Molby on the break. McDonald is coming up to his left. Rushes in there. Whelan strikes Morgan. Now it's Johnston. And Ramsey can sort that out. Seeley. Here's McMahon. McDonald's off to the left. And McMahon goes for goal. Andrews saves, rushes in there, but so is Osman. Andrews down again to foil McMahon this time. Corner to Liverpool. Gillespie is forward. Still Liverpool with that relentless build-up. McMahon. And again a good block by Wilson. Now Whelan. McDonald on to Venison. McDonald stretches again. And Steve Walsh to clear for Leicester. So the manager of the year about to make his entrance here in place of Steve McMahon. And Leicester are to make their substitution. Robert Kelly is coming off. And Steve Lynex is going on. Just a reminder that Liverpool's last defeat in League or Cup was way back in February, and we're halfway through the second half. There's still one behind, but when Dalglish is on, we're reminded always that anything is possible. Here he is now. Holby still seeing an awful lot of the ball, spreading it first one way, then the other, getting it back. It's got McMahon forward here. Lynex. And here's Ramsey joining the attack. Now, what makes this match so interesting from here on in is that Liverpool, committed to going forward more and more, might just get caught in a trap that they've sprung themselves many times on the opposition. If Leicester can play the right ball out quickly, might get one of their strikers through. Seeley, Lynex. But that's speculative, to say the least, from Steve Lynex. Wilson. Oh, that's a somewhat cynical challenge by Gary Gillespie, just a couple of yards outside the area, and would seem to be worthy of a booking. Liverpool may not agree with that assessment, but it seemed to me that Wilson was on his way through. Well, he definitely caught him. Now, the free kick which brought the goal was from not a dissimilar position, but here's Osman this time, and it's gone in! 2-0 to Leicester. With 20 minutes to go, the shot was struck by Russell Osman. And that's his first goal for Leicester City. It flew through the crowd into the corner. So, on the ground where Liverpool, with a 2-0 win, went a long way towards clinching the championship last April, they now find themselves 2-0 down. Both from free kicks, which just goes to show the work that Leicester did on those set plays prior to this match has paid off. It's funny that Brian Hamilton, the manager, told the players this morning that against Liverpool you may only get 2 or 3 free kicks and you've got to make the most of them. Well, they've certainly done that. Free kicks in those positions, I mean. Seeley. The free kick came about because Ian Wilson was prepared to run with the ball at the Liverpool defence, and that's something which has been good to see in this match. Both teams have had players prepared to attack their opponents through the centre of the field, and he earned a reward when the free kick was taken. Linex. Venus comes in, that's a useful cross, Smith's there, against the bar. So close to number 3 from Alan Smith. This lad Venus crosses a very good ball with his left foot, and Alan Smith, the perfect target, might have actually expected to score there, instead it came back off the bar. And Leicester in full cry here. There's an offside flag up this time though. Venus with the cross. Alan Smith got a clear header in, it hit the bar, and Hooper was still picking himself up when the ball came back. Dalglish, Rush, and Mulby. There's a strong challenge by Simon Morgan, it's deemed unfair, and with 10 minutes to go, there's been a certain symmetry about the 2 goals so far, and the Leicester opening goal from a free kick at this end came after 10 minutes. Now it's Liverpool's turn to try. Mulby, often their specialist here, having a good look at it. And that was Mulby, and well gathered. A feeling that this might be Leicester's night now. 2 free kicks at the Liverpool end have gone in. Andrews kept that one out. Linex. Seeley. Venus. Smith is still waiting. Hanson's header away. Johnston launched himself at that and didn't make contact. It's a Leicester throw. Seeley. Ramsey. And Smith. Well, if Liverpool are going to save face, or more specifically save a point, they're going to have to be quick about it here. Mark Lawrenson. Mulby. Gets it back from Gillespie. Oh, nicely through. Rush! Now, had that gone in, it's a goal kick to the annoyance of the Liverpool players, who would have been into a very interesting position, because remember the old adage that Ian Rush has never scored in a match which Liverpool have lost. Or put another way round, Another lost a game in which he scored. Had he got it back to 2-1 there, it would have been fascinating to see what happened next. And Smith's done awfully well too. Linex. It's got to keep their heads now, Leicester. With 5 minutes left. Linex on the ball now, and that sort of pass is an invitation to Liverpool to do something late in the day. Ronnie Whelan. Dalglish. That's a superb goal, and you just can't give Liverpool anything. Steve Linex gave the ball away in the centre of the field. Ronnie Whelan broke, and Kenny Dalglish produced a goal here, which was the hallmark of a really fine player. How many times we've seen him come inside on his left foot and curl a shot like that beyond the goalkeeper. It came 4 minutes from time. It makes the score 2-1, and it may give Leicester some anxious moments. Certainly got the Liverpool fans singing. They haven't had much chance to do that until now. And already Leicester begin to lose their composure. Mark Venus, the 19-year-old left-back, has already been booked. Now this does put a different complexion on things. Gillespie, Lawrenson and Hansen are in there. And Hansen is up with the header. Oof, Ian Rush must have been within a foot of that. And it drifted away from him into the hands of the goalkeeper. Brian Hamilton, I would imagine that was one of his most anxious moments of the night. Leicester fans whistling nervously and impatiently. And Linex. Offside flag is up, or was it for a push? The linesman flagged. Maybe that Venison fouled Seeley. He's rather surprised, but it's the other way. Valuable seconds these for Leicester to take stock. We're in stoppage time. That's Wilson looking for Russell Osman coming in, and Smith's there too. And that was Gillespie. Liverpool are very nearly out of time, and Leicester are in with a great chance of picking up 3 points. Osman is deep this time. Here he comes now. And again the linesman is flagging, this time for a foul by Osman on Lawrenson, and Leicester have to get back, and Liverpool have to get forward. But Leicester City have got their first win under the management of Brian Hamilton, and who better to beat than Liverpool, who nevertheless provided a storming finish to a very good match. But Liverpool's long run is over. It's their first defeat since last February. 22 games unbeaten they'd gone, but they've lost here tonight, and they do not go top of the First Division on this occasion, because the final score at Filbert Street, as Leicester take the applause, is Leicester City 2, Liverpool 1. Well, no better team to get your first win against than Liverpool, Brian, but can I put it to you that perhaps the seed of that victory was sown straight after your match at Wimbledon last Saturday?
Well, yes, John, obviously delighted. Liverpool's super side, and I think to beat them at any level is fantastic, and I was pleased for the lads tonight. I do believe that after Saturday, when I thought we played quite well at certain times in the game without the commitment and the passion that I wanted from them, and tonight they give everything, and they thoroughly deserve their victory.
You said when I arrived at the ground today that you'd been doing a lot of work on your free kicks. It seems to have paid off.
Well, I think that free kicks are important now. We only maybe get maybe 5 or 6 throughout a game, and a lot of games have been won from that situation, and it proved good for us tonight.
Now, you've taken over a club that are perhaps regarded as more of a mid to lower table First Division outfit, with all due respect.
Yes.
So what does it do for your players' confidence to beat Liverpool and then have a match against Manchester United coming up on Saturday?
Well, I think to beat Liverpool, like I've said, is fantastic. They're a super side. They pass, and they're just general control of the game is fantastic. And we knew we were going to have to work hard tonight. And I think, like I say, we give that commitment, and we had to do that to beat Liverpool. With Manchester United coming up, we've got to start all over again. And as I've just said to the lads, 10 out of 10, but that's only the start. From there, we bounce, and we make Saturday another big day for us.
And in fairness to other teams of your standing, to be able to beat Liverpool does in fact show that there isn't quite the Super League that some people think.
Well, I hope that we have proved tonight that we can compete at a Super League level, and that's what makes the English League a fantastic league. When Leicester can beat Liverpool, tremendous night for everybody.
Enjoying the First Division so far?
Enjoying it a lot of hard work, but thoroughly enjoyable.
Well done, Brian.
Right, in England, the First Division leaders until last night were Tottenham. Fine start to the season for them, unbeaten in their first 3 matches under new manager David Pleat. Well, last night at Southampton, they were looking to consolidate their position at the top. Tony Gubber reports.
2 wins and a draw for Tottenham under new manager David Pleat had elevated his team into a position that they hadn't occupied for 2 seasons, but one which he felt was a bit of a joke. Prior to last night's match against Southampton, they were top of Division 1, ahead of Liverpool, but after only 3 games had been played. Supporters too, arriving at the Dell, sounded a note of caution.
Well, they started off very well. It's early days yet, though, but a lot can change. But hopefully they can keep going, and Richard Goff and Mitchell Thomas, a bit more solid at the back. But we mustn't get too excited.
I think they're inspired, definitely, by the new manager they've got, David Pleat, because he is an inspiration. What he done to Luton, it's their loss in our game, there's no doubt about it, and we're going to do great guns with this bloke.
I think if they can be patient, it's the best hope we've had since Bill Nicholson, I think.
Southampton had won their last home match 5-1, and Tottenham was soon in trouble. A case. Cockrell. Oh, nice ball forward for Clark. Colin Clark, the new boy from Bournemouth, who got a hat-trick in his debut game here for Southampton, has opened his account against the league leaders Tottenham after just 2.5 minutes, and what a blow for Tottenham. Galvin has got around Cockrell. Oh, and a blistering shot from Tony Galvin, which the England keeper Peter Shilton was happy to turn away. Letitia, good control again from the youngster. Inside for Danny Wallace, he's onto this one. Oh, it should have been number 2. Danny Wallace seemed to take too long. Maybe he wanted it on his left side when he should have hit it first time with his right. But what lovely play again from this young 17-year-old apprentice who hasn't yet signed as a professional here at Southampton. Matthew Letitia, Roberts and Stevens. Waddle always wants it on his left side. Oh, a little flick on Allen. Oh, nicely for Hoddle. Brilliant save by Shilton. Lovely football, the best move of the match, the most incisive. Clive Allen showed great awareness, thought about a shot himself, and then just rolled it under his foot for Hoddle to size up the opening and bring out another good save from Peter Shilton. That was down by Richard Goff. And finally turned over by Waddle. Well, Richard Goff yet to get a goal for Tottenham. Forward for that corner, a downward header, and then Waddle who finally turned it over. Waddle just outside the area, couldn't quite make an opening, and now it's fallen for Southampton. Clark on a run. He's got Wallace wide on the left, faced now by Stevens. Has he made an opening? Oh, good football by Clark. And finally off his toe by Graham Roberts. Cockrell. Southampton are keeping Spurs pinned back. 15 minutes gone in the second half. Now Allen to run from the halfway line. He's got behind the two defenders. Clive Allen tried to trip in Bond, and that won't run. And what will the referee give? Well, there's no offence, there's no goal. Well, there was a jaunty step about the Tottenham support which came down to the Dell tonight, but they've seen two great saves from Shilton and Tottenham squandering opportunities, and as yet their team unable to score. Clark. That was Hoddleback trying to defend. This is Cockrell. This is Wallace. Yes! Danny Wallace gets his third goal of the season. Southampton's second of the match. And there's no doubt now, surely, that Tottenham are off the top of the First Division after sitting there very briefly at the start of this season.
Yes, 2-0 the final score. Tottenham lose the lead. Wimbledon take over at the top of the First Division, and they're still there.